Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope my channel brings blessings and happiness for anyone that may be watching. For today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to tie-dye a shirt. Here's a shirt that I have tie-dyed and turned into another shirt. If you guys are interested in seeing how I made this shirt, drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. So after you gather everything that you need, the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and take your shirt and go soak it. And you want to go ahead and soak the entire shirt. Just want to get every piece of that shirt as wet as possible. And then once you feel like every piece of that shirt is wet, what you're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and squeeze the excess water out, because you don't need any water dripping from the shirt. So the shirt should not be dripping wet. You should squeeze all of that excess water out, and the shirt should just still be damp. Once you squeeze all of that excess water out, the next thing you want to go ahead and do is go ahead and lay your shirt out on the table or wherever. And the first thing you want to do is find the center right there, and you're going to twist as tight as possible, and twist and twist. And basically, you just want to make sure that you're twisting it as tight as possible. You want to just twist it until you can't twist anymore. And once you get it to the point where you can't twist it anymore, it'll look like just a balled up kind of circle. But once you get that, the next thing what you want to go ahead and do is grab your rubber bands, and we're going to go ahead and start putting the rubber bands on. And you can decide how many you want, because the more rubber bands you use, the more sections you'll have. But I'll go ahead and I'm just using 3, which is going to give me 6 sections. So you could go ahead and just put all of those rubber bands on there. And basically, as you can tell, it made like a little star. And what you want to do is try to get those sections as even as possible. And you see me moving it, and you see this is going to be basically what you're going to get after you fix all of those sections. You're going to get a little circle, and it look like a star. And I have 6 sections, and when you're dyeing it, what you're going to do is 3. So you're going to do every other section, not all of them. You will only do 3 sections, and you'll do every other one. And right here, what you see me doing is making sure that each of those sections are even before I start bleaching. You don't have to make it perfect, but you just, from what you can see, just make it as even as possible. So once you do that, you want to go ahead and grab your bleach and just start bleaching. And you want to squeeze a good amount of bleach on each section, and you want to make sure you stay inside of those lines. Do not go outside of the triangle that you're bleaching, because then you will mess up the whole shirt. So stay inside of that triangle that you're bleaching, and you want to soak it so that you can make sure it goes through and get to the other side of the shirt. But don't excessively do it. Just make sure that you're doing it enough to the point where you start seeing that it's getting a good amount of the shirt. And once you do that and you feel like you've done enough, you're going to go ahead and skip a triangle and do the next one. And you're just going to repeat that process and make sure that you're squeezing enough bleach and staying inside of those lines. And once you're done with that one, you're just going to skip another one and do one more and make sure you just continue that process. And once you get to that last triangle and you're finished bleaching that one, what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and flip the shirt over. And I advise you to flip it over and move it to another spot, because in that spot that you started bleaching in is going to be bleach right there, and you don't want to go ahead and mess up the shirt by getting bleach on any other triangle. So when you flip it over in a different area like I did. And you want to make sure you know the exact triangles that you already bleached on the front. So if you don't remember, you need to flip it over and make sure that you're bleaching the same ones that you bleached on the front side. Because if you don't, you have ruined the shirt if you bleach the ones that you wasn't supposed to bleach. So yes, you're going to bleach. Put a little bit on the back just in case you didn't put enough on the front to get to the back side of the shirt. That is what you're doing. So you don't need to put as much as you did for the front side, but you need to put just a little, just enough to ensure that each part of that triangle is going to get bleached. And like I said, make sure you're bleaching the same parts that you have already bleached, like so. And once you're done with that, you're going to let it go ahead and sit for 15 minutes. After that, the next step is to go ahead and put on your gloves. I advise you to wear gloves. You don't have to, but I advise you to wear gloves because your hands are going to smell like bleach and it's going to be very strong all day. So yes, you're going to just rinse all of that bleach out of that shirt, just continuously soaking it and squeezing all of that bleach out. And you'll know that all of the bleach is out of the shirt when the water starts running clear when you squeeze it. So you're going to go ahead and see that in this video. I'm just going to keep on squeezing and rinsing every part of the shirt and making sure that I'm getting as much bleach out as possible. And as you see, the water is starting to run clear, which means majority of the bleach is out of that shirt. So I'm just going to keep going a little more just to make sure that I'm getting as much bleach out as possible. And now I'm completely done. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and throw it in the washing machine. After you done squeezed out all the water that you can, throw it in the washing machine and throw it in the dryer. And here is the final look. This is the front of the shirt. And I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you have any comments or any suggestions, go ahead and drop it below. Thank you guys for watching and see you in my next video.